Hi, today we're going to read about this poem, Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth. I heard 1,000 blended notes while in a groove I sat reclined in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. So, here in this poem, what is happening? The poet William Wordsworth is sitting among the trees. Okay, the line over here, while in the group I sit reclined. In a groove, in the sense, a group of trees are over there, and there he is sitting, just relaxing a bit. Sit in the sense, sit, and recline in the sense, just relaxing. Okay. So here the poet is relaxing among the group of trees in a groove, and there he was able to hear 1,000 blended notes. 1,000 blended notes in the sense there are so many sounds coming from the nature, and it is blending with each other, means it is mixing with each other, and it's creating a note, it's creating a noise, a pleasant noise that the poet can hear through his ears. Okay, in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts, in that sweet mood in the sense, at this particular moment when poet is relaxing and he is able to hear so many sounds from the nature, he is very happy that time. Okay, he's in a good mood that time, he's in a sweet mood. And in a sweet mood, when there are pleasant thoughts in the minds of the poet, okay, in the mind of the poet, in the sense, there are so many pleasant thoughts. Pleasant in the sense means happy thoughts in the minds of the poet. Then what happens suddenly? It brings sad thoughts as well. Suddenly the poet is, very much happy and he is in a joyful mood, but sad thoughts just enters the mind of the poet. Understood this paragraph? Next. To her fair works did nature link. To her in the sense the natures. Nature has done a great work, fair work in the sense very nice work. And what is that nice work? That the nature has linked. And what has nature linked? Linked in the sense connected. What has nature connected? Nature has connected human soul, humans with the nature. Nature is trying its best to connect the humans with itself, with the nature. So this line means to her fair works, to the nature's fair or the nice work that it has linked the human soul that through me ran. The human soul that through me ran in the sense, the human soul means the poet over here is a human, is a person, and obviously the soul that is there in his body is a human soul. So here he is just clarifying that there in his body he is having a human soul, and he doesn't want to be sad, but suddenly he is just engulfed in sadness, and his heart is forced to think, his heart is forced to think that what has man made of man, what man has made of man. So here I just want you all to understand that in the first line the poet is praising the nature's work and how it has linked the human soul and with itself, and then in the second line the poet is clarifying that in his body, in his skin, he is having human soul. And then he says that because he is having human soul, it has become the cause of his sadness, and it has forced his heart to think what man has made of man. इंसान ने ही इंसान को क्या बना दिया है, मतलब कि अपने आप को क्या बना दिया है. The poet here is amazed to see and is surprised to see what man has made of man. Second stanza is completed. Okay, I'll go to the third stanza. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and 'tis my fate that every flower enjoy the air it breathes. Through primrose tufts, primrose in the sense these are yellow flowers in the early spring, and in that green bower, green worm in the sense there is this shady place under the trees, and there this flowers is spread all over. Okay, so there is a plant, and under that there is a shady place, and in that shady place there is primrose that is scattered all over. Primrose tufts in the sense the long strands of grasses that are just close to each other. In the sun, there is a tree, and under that, there is a shady place. Then there are primrose scattered. Also, there are tufts in the sense group of grasses and all. Then the periwinkle trailed its wreaths. Periwinkle in the sense a plant that grows along the ground and has blue flowers. Okay, so there are flowers trailed its wreaths. Means the flowers are over there that are arranged in such a manner that they are circle in shape. In the shape of a circle they are. So the poet here is just describing the nature. How's nature around him? Okay, there is primroses, there are tufts, there is a shady place, then there are periwinkle in a shape of a circle. And now the poet says that it is, tis in the sense, it is my faith. It is my faith in the sense it is what I believe that every flower enjoy the air it breathes. That every flower over here is enjoying the air it breathes. Air it breathes in the sense that we don't realize at times, but we are actually breathing. Our heart is actually beating 24/7, but we don't realize this fact in our hard and fast and in our materialistic world and in our jam-packed schedule. We don't realize that even we are breathing 24/7, and actually we should be happy with every air that we are breathing, we are taking in and taking out. It means that we are living actually. And in the life, the most important thing is life itself. जिंदगी में सबसे ज़्यादा important और ज़रूरी जिंदगी खुद है, right? So even we should be happy, but since we all are humans, we are so busy in our lives that we don't focus in the tiny little things that we should focus upon. So here the poet is saying that he is absolutely sure that these flowers are enjoying every air that it breathes. Okay, so like in the first stanza, the poet was sitting relaxing and having pleasant thoughts in his mind. Then in second paragraph he was just praising the nature for its fair work and all, for her fair work. And then suddenly sad thoughts just enters into the mind of the poet, and he doesn't want to think, but he is like forced to think that what man has made of man. Then in the third stanza he's just describing the nature and is also saying that it is in his full belief that the flower that is round is enjoying the every air it breathes. Then in the fourth paragraph, what is it? The birds around me hopped and played, their thoughts I cannot measure. The birds around me, the birds in the sense the Tiny little birds like sparrows and parrots and so many other birds are over there. They are hopping in the sun, they are jumping around and they are playing. And here the poet is saying that their thoughts I cannot measure. Means, but the expression that they are jumping and they are, playing around, their thoughts means their level of happiness is so high that it is very difficult to measure their happiness. They are very, very happy and they are enjoying a lot in the nature. But the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. So this line is connected with the second line. Like the poet says, their thoughts I cannot measure. Their thoughts mean their level of happiness I cannot, measure. I cannot calculate. But the least motion means even the tiniest motion that the birds are making. It seems that there's a thrill of pleasure. Thrill in the sense there is a tinge, there is a touch, there is a feeling of pleasure or happiness or excitement. Even the little motion that they are making, it seems that they are so happy and they are so satisfied and they are so full of enthusiasm, excitement, and zeal. Then the next paragraph. The budding twigs spread out their fan to catch the breezy air. We all know when we just put inside a seed or something inside the soil, it grows up slowly and gradually. We water them, then there is sunlight and there are other elements in the nature that helps that particular seed to grow up into a plant. So here there is a small bud and suddenly the bud is growing. The bud is spreading out its fan, its petals, and its fans in the sense जो हिंदी में हम लोग कहते हैं पंखुड़ियाँ. The flowers are spreading its fans to feel the nature. Correct. The budding twigs spread out their fan means that bud is spreading out its fan to catch the breezy air. To catch the breezy means to absorb the air that is around in the nature. All I must think, do all I can. Do all I must think in the sense, and here the poet is saying that I must think, do all I can that there was pleasure there. And I must think, and I should think, and I'm sure that one thing that is common over here is that there is a thrill of pleasure, a thrill of excitement, even among the flowers, then among the birds, and then among the twigs, that tiny little seed turning up into the plant, spreading out its fan to catch the breezy air. And the last stanza of this poem. If this belief from heaven be sent, if this thought from heaven, from God, be sent onto the earth, if such be nature's holy plan, if this is the nature's sacred plan, have I not the reason to lament? Means the nature's sacred plan was that human soul will always be connected with the nature. Human soul will always feel connected with its surrounding, with its environment. But here humans have become so busy in their lives that they have no time to stand and stare, that they have no time to spend some time, some evening time, morning time among the nature. So here the poet is saying, have I not the reason to lament? Don't I have any reason to be sad? When there are so many things in the surrounding that we can see that they are happy. But we should also be happy because nature is so beautiful, is so calm and peaceful and so soothing that even human soul should feel connected with the nature. But human soul has actually disconnected themselves with the nature. They are not at all connected in today's modern world, in today's modern generation. Just engulfs themselves into the gadgets and applications, and there are so many things around them that they don't think that nature is even little bit important for them, but actually it is. And then the last line again, it is repeated: what man has made of man. This is a rhetorical question. This question is asked to the audience. What do you think? What man has made of man? What we have made of ourselves? We need to understand, and we need to get back to the old times when people used to spend their time among the nature to feel the calmness, to feel the peacefulness among the nature. And here, the figures of speech only in this line I'm saying is alliteration. Alliteration is what? When similar letters are repeated again and again. Initial letters, what man, M is there. Again has, don't leave has, again M is there. Then leave off, again M is there. So similar letters are together and they form alliteration. Alliteration. Okay. And here I have just written down the meaning of each line. So the first line goes like, I heard 1,000 blended notes, which means that the speaker begins by describing the auditory experience, that whatever he was able to hear from the harmonious nature around him. So I'll repeat, the speaker begins by describing auditory experience of hearing a harmonious mixture of sounds in a groove. While in a groove, I say trick lined. The speaker is seated and relaxed in a groove surrounded by the nature or environment. In that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts, the speaker here is in the pleasant state of mind, happy, very happy state of mind, and their positive thoughts are arising in the minds of the poet. But suddenly, despite the pleasant mood, means even when he was very happy and all, he was in a good mood, there is a touch of sadness that enters in the mind of the poet. To her fair works did nature link. The speaker reflects on how nature has connected the beauty of the natural world with the human soul. The human soul is depicted as the flowing through the speaker, suggesting a deep connection. Here, the poet is saying that he wants to feel connected with the nature. The speaker's heart is heavy, means is really sad that they consider the troubling aspect of human existence. Here, the speaker is saying that human beings are just existing, they're actually not living, and here they are considered the troubling aspect, means here that human beings are troubling themselves by disconnecting themselves from the nature. Then the poet asks a rhetorical question, what man has made of man, which means the speaker laments the destructive and negative actions and behaviors of the humans or humanity. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the speaker describes the natural setting, mentioning primrose flowers in a lush green space. So here speaker is just describing the natural surrounding that is around him, and he also mentions the name of the flowers like primrose, periwinkle. The periwinkle flowers vines create delicate trails or rets along the ground that creates in the shape of a circle along the ground. And here the poet assures, the poet guarantees that he believes that every flower here is enjoying the air that it breathes. Flowers are seen as taking pleasure in their natural surrounding. Flowers are not at all sad. Actually, they are enjoying their surrounding. The birds around me hopped and played. The speaker observes that the birds hopping and playing in a carefree manner, just in their own world, they are enjoying. And the speaker acknowledges, means he's just trying to be thankful that they cannot fully understand the thoughts of the birds. That he's just thankful that at least the birds over here are enjoying themselves, rather than the humans who are actually absolutely disconnected with the nature and they are in a not good state. Even the smallest movement of the birds brings about the sense of pleasure, gives us happiness by seeing them. The birds' actions appear to be filled with a joyful sensation, means here the birds are expected to be in a joyful sensation. The budding twigs spread out their fan. Now the new growth on tree branches open up like the fan to catch up the gentle breeze. The twigs stretch out to capture the refreshing air that is around in the atmosphere. And the speaker is convinced and compelled to believe, compelled in the sense forced to believe, that the speaker believes what? That even in the simple action of growth, there is a sense of pleasure. Even when the birds are growing, even when the birds are hopping, there is a sense of excitement and pleasure among them. If this belief from heaven be sent, the speaker contemplates whether this understanding of nature's harmony is divinely inspired. The speaker contemplates, in the sense, thinks about the nature's harmony. And if nature indeed operates according to the sacred design, and he still believes that nature does not work on its own, rather it works upon the sacred design. The sacred formula of the nature is that human soul should be connected with it. And here the speaker questions that whether there is not enough causes for them to feel sorrowful, for him to feel sorrowful. He has already given enough of the reasons why he was feeling sad by thinking about the man, what man has made of man. And the last line is the central theme of the poem. Here, the speaker expresses his sadness in a negative way, in a way like he just trying to say that human soul should be soon connected with the nature and it should not continue to be the way it is now. Rather, humans should try to change and alter themselves. So, here I have completed the full poem. In case you all have any doubts, do reach me out. Bye bye. See you all in the next video. Yeah.